All right, here we go. So take me back over there.
Yeah.
So I can see him. And then get ghost. Otherwise, you'd be on camera.
It's okay. There you
go. Okay. This is a test. All right. This is a test. I'm John Greaves III. I'm founder of Garage from Life Media. And I am here with my friend Jay Crook, who is the owner, operator, franchise owner of the local Play It Again Sports. All right.
In Kennesaw, Georgia.
In Kennesaw, Georgia. All right. So Jay today is going to tell us about what he has on sale at Play It Again Sports there in Kennesaw. So Jay, Play It Again Sports in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Hey, so of course I'll do the slow pan. I mean, there's so much stuff around here we can hardly move. But today I wanted to talk to you about power towers because I was thinking about garage gym life and all the different things you can own. I suppose we can get into different item, every week or whatever. But one of my favorites is a simple power tower. Body weight exercises. You can do pull-ups. You can do dips. You can do vertical knee raises. You can do push-ups. And a lot of the core stuff that only complements anything else you're going to do.
Yeah.
So, as a perfect example, we've got 3 or 4 here right now, and they range in price from, inexpensive and cheap to high end and, really, really nice high-end residential, occasionally commercial pieces. And so there's different ergonomics that come into play and, make them fit better and feel better and be sturdier. And so that's what kind of drives the price, heavier gauge metals, better upholstery, things like that.
Okay. So those are 2 examples behind you?
These are 2. And I don't know if you can see them. There's actually 1, 2, 3 here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And again, they range in price from, $100 and some to about $500. But it really, I was thinking about this, and one of the best shaped guys that ever really walked into the store here, and there's been so many, but this guy stands out. And all he had done, he hadn't touched any weights at all. All he had done for the previous 8 years, now mind you, he was in prison, but he had just gotten out, and it was a super nice guy. I learned a ton from him, and he was a big dude. He was probably 210 pounds.
Okay.
But big boulder shoulders. He was probably 6 feet, 6'1", and just cut aesthetically just perfect and super flexible. So he really emphasized to me about, like body weight stuff, body weight squats, pull-ups, dips, things like that. And so he had a deck of cards, and him and his buddy, when they were in jail, they would pull it, take turns. All right, tonight we're doing, back. So they do pull-ups, and all right, the first sets we'll do wide grip pull-ups, and they pull a card. If it was an 8, they do 8 pull-ups. If it was a face card, they do 10. Okay. If it was a 2, they would do 2. And that's how they would just rip through the deck and do, body weight squats, or dips, or knee raises, or all this stuff. And I'm telling you, he could do pull-ups with his legs more than parallel. I mean, they were like angled up, and he could just crank them out. I mean, a bunch. Okay. And he could do it with dips the same way. And he was so flexible because this is how he worked out.
Okay.
And I just thought it was fascinating. So I wanted to cover today, hey, you don't have a ton of money, ton of space, and not sure about adding all these big contraptions, which we can do, and we'll get into these one day. I saw here's a piece that someone could really benefit from the rest of their lives.
Right. All right. So the things that you were just talking about, Jay, actually sound like there's a book series and a video series called Convict Conditioning, written by a guy called Coach Paul Wade. And he was basically the same thing as like body weight stuff. People can get that series through Dragon Door. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually get a couple of the videos in the series. Just go on Amazon Prime Video and you can get them for free. And then you can come down and get a power tower from Jay and go ahead and do all the exercises. The thing about these power towers is they're different heights. I can see that right there. So I don't know if you've measured them, but do you know basically like what's like sort of ceiling clearance that we have? Because I know you've got, like I said, there's 3 different heights right there.
Well, it just so happens that almost every piece in here, not all of them, but most pieces cap out right at around 7 feet.
Okay.
So most ceilings are 8 feet anyway.
Right.
So it's not too much of a problem. I myself have my pull-up bar mounted from my ceiling.
Okay.
And so it's hanging down from the ceiling. So if I can't do any muscle ups on it. So
that's what I was going with. It's like if it's 7 feet and then you try to do a muscle up, you might,
I
might get exciting.
I leave a greasy print on the ceiling on my bald head.
Okay. Well, man, so if somebody wants to come down there and check out the stuff that you have, where do they need to go? And then before you do that, actually, just go ahead and can you pan around, just show them the store? Because I want them to see all the stuff you have. We're not going to talk about everything today, but just check out all this stuff you have. Look at all these weights that they have there. They got tons of stuff in there. And now where do they need to come if they want to come down there and they want to grab some stuff from you?
It really is amazing. I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. And we, just when we think we don't have enough room, I mean, someone pulls up with a trailer and like, oh my gosh, where's it going to go? Because we have stuff coming in, I mean, daily. And so we make room. But hey, to find us, we're in Kennesaw on Barrett Parkway, 840 West Barrett Parkway. So we're just west of 75, behind the Chuck E. Cheese in the Cobb Place Shopping Center. There's a bunch of furniture stores and stuff. But what we do is we buy, sell, trade, and consign all of this stuff, right? And including the team sports stuff. If you have kids and they're outgrowing their baseball cleats or their gloves or their soccer equipment or lacrosse, you can trade stuff like that in and create your own discount. So as long as you're coming, even if you're not sure if we'll buy it, load the car, because we say we'll pay you to clean out your garage.
Yeah.
With the stuff that you're not using, and you can put it into something that you will be using, and nothing better than a home fitness setup.
Yeah.
But
I've done that the same. Because I mean, like when my kids stopped wrestling, I traded in some of their old wrestling stuff so I could get weights from my home gym. So yeah, you don't have to trade in like for like, basically. So it doesn't have to be weights that you trade in to get weights. You can trade in any kind of sports equipment, those old golf clubs you never use, and get a kettlebell or something like that.
That's exactly right. I was thinking back to these guys with the power towers. So he said 4 decks he went through in one night with his buddy. That was the most they ever did. So if you're at home, maybe give that a try with one of your buddies.
Yeah.
Pick a body part, pull-ups, wide grip, narrow grip, palms facing each other, whatever, dips, legs up, legs down, no kip, however you want to do it. But you probably have to vary it, because I imagine it's going to get tough here real quick. But
definitely. Well, all right. So guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the contact information, the address that Jay just gave us. We're going to put that in the description for this video. So this video is also going to be available as a replay. So if you're watching it live, just go ahead and click off when I'm done and come back, and you'll be able to see the address for Jay's store in the description for the video. And in fact, we'll even put the phone number there so people can call you, if they get lost or something like that. But it's really easy. It's Play It Again Sports Kennesaw. Now, if they live outside of Georgia, let's say they live in Minnesota, right? You said that they can go on the Play It Again Sports national website and just put in the location and see what you guys have, correct?
That's right. Or if they just look on playitagainsports.com, punch in, an item they're looking for, a Olympic curl bar, and then all of the stores around the country that have Olympic curl bars listed online, they click on a picture and it'll take you to whatever store that's located in, or you could shop within your area.
Okay.
And look up the local website of your local Play It Again Sports in Minnesota, wherever that is.
But you guys do deliver. That's where I was getting at. Like, so somebody could be in Ohio. In fact, you've delivered to somewhere ridiculously far like that, right?
Yeah. So we definitely, we can ship anywhere you want. We can deliver anywhere you want. There's some cost constraints to that too, depending on when you're looking. Some of this big, heavy equipment,
Right.
probably best to think more locally. But we definitely have people drive in from Tennessee, drive in from North Carolina, because some of this stuff can be rare or it's unique, one of a kind. And so we put it up online. At least you can view it, and if it's worth the drive coming down, if it's not cost effective to ship anyway, you
Right.
come on down and rent a truck or something. We'll load you up and go from there. But locally, typically, we'll deliver. We offer that service.
Okay.
And items that you have, maybe you want to trade out a multi-station gym,
Right,
for a squat rack or something,
okay,
and go free weight.
right,
Well, that's pretty big to lug up here.
okay.
So you could take some photos of it, email it to our website. To our email address, and then we can give you an estimate.
Okay.
Say, hey, here's some options for you. We'd buy it for this much. We'd give you a little bit more if you wanted to trade for something like store credit, or even more than that if you want us to put it on consignment and have us try and sell it for you. So we'll work on your behalf, try to get you as much as we can. And then hopefully we've got what you're looking for, and you can apply it accordingly.
Awesome. Well, Jay, man, I really appreciate your time. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching this. Please put in the comments if you want to see more of these, because I want to do this every Friday so that way you go into the weekend knowing what you could spend your paycheck on. And I don't care if you live out of town, come down, go to the Georgia Aquarium, then go see Jay, grab some weights, and head on home. So go ahead, put in the comments whether or not you guys like this, you want to see more content like this. And Jay, I really appreciate your time. You guys, everybody have an awesome, awesome weekend.
See you guys.